Tam O Shanter, a tale o Brownies and Bogillis. When chapmen billies leave the street, and drouthy neighbours meet, as market days are wearing late and folk begin to tuck the gate, while we sit boozing at the nappy, and getting fou and unca happy. We think now on the lang Scots miles, the mosses, water, slops and stiles that lie between us and our hame, where sits our sulky, sullen dame, gathering her brews like gathering storm, nursing her wrath to keep it warm. This truth fand honest Tam O Shanter, as he frae air ye nicht did canter. Al there, wham ne'er a tune surpasses for honest men and bonny lassies. Ah, Tam, hadst thou but been so wise as ta'en thy ain wife Kate's advice, she telt the weel thou was a skellum, a blethering, blustering, drunken blellum, that frae November till October ye market day thou wasna sober, that ilka melder wi' the miller, thou sat as lang as thou had siller, that every naig was ca'd a shoein, the smith and knee got roar and fooin, that at the Lord's house, even on Sunday, thou drank wi' Kirkton Jean till Monday. She prophesied that later soon thou would be fun deep drowned in Doon, or catched wi' warlocks in the mirk, by Alloway's all haunted kirk. Ah, gentle dames, it gars me greet, to think how mony counsel sweet, how many lengthened sage advices the husband frae the wife despises. But dear tale, ye market nicht, Tam had got planted unco recht fast by an ingle, bleezing finely wi' reemin swats that drank divinely, and at his elbow, Suitor Johnny, his ancient, trusty, drouthy crony. Tam lo'ed him like a very brother, they had been fou for weeks together. The nicht drave on wi' songs and clatter, and aye the ale was growing better. The landlady and Tam grew gracious, wi' favours secret, sweet and precious. The suitor telt his queerest stories, the landlord's laugh was ready chorus. The storm without micht rear and rustle. Tam didn't mind the storm of whistle. Care, mad to see a man so happy, e'en drowned himself among the nappy. As bees flee hame wi' lades of treasure, the minutes wend their way wi' pleasure. Kings may be blessed, but Tam was glorious, o'er a' the ills o' life victorious. But pleasures are like poppies spread, ye sees the flower its bloom is shed, or like the snow falls in the river, a moment white, then melts forever, or like the borealis rays that flit, if ye can point their place, or like the rainbow's lovely form, vanishing amid the storm. Nae man can tell their time nor tide, the hour approaches Tam maun ride, that hour a next black arts the keystane, that dreary hour he mounts his beast in, and sick a nicht he taks the rod in, as ne'er peer sinner was abroad in. The wind blew as 'twould blawn its last, the rattling showers rose on the blast, the speedy gleams the darkness swallowed, loud, deep and lang the thunder bellowed. That nicht a child micht understand, the deil had business on his hand. Wheel mounted on his grey mare Meg, a better never lifted leg, Tam skelped on through dub and mire, despising wind and rain and fire, thus holding fast his guid blue bonnet, whilst crooning our some all Scots sonnet, whilst glower and run with prudent cares lest bogles catch him unawares. Kirkalloway was drawn nigh, where ghasts and hoolichts nichtly cry. By this time he was crossed the ford wherein the snaw the chapman smoored, and past the birks and meikle stane where drunken Charlie Bracksneck bane, and through the winds and by the cairn where hunters fund the murdered Wayne, and near the thorn abin the well where Mungo's mither hanged hersel. Before him Doon pours his floods, the Dublin storm roars through the wood, the lightnings flash fae pole to pole, near and more near the thunders roll, when glimmering through the groaning trees, Kirkalloway seemed in a bleeze. Through ilka bore the beams were glancing, and loud resounded mirth and dancing. Inspiring bold John Barleycorn, what dangers thou can make us scorn. We tippany, we fear nae evil, we usk away, we'll face the devil. The swats he reamed in Tammy's noddle, fair play, he cardna deals a boddle. But Maggie stood, recht sair astonished, till by the heel and hand admonished, she ventured forward on the licht, and wow, Tam saw an unca sicht. Warlocks and witches in a dance, nae cotillion Brent knew fi France, but hornpipes, jigs, straspays and reels put life and metal in their heels. A winnock bunker in the east, there sat all Nick in shape of beast, a towsy tyke, black, grim and large, to gie them music was his charge. He screwed the pipes and got them skirl till roof and rafters added dirl. Coffins stood round like open presses that showed the deed in their last dresses, and by some devilish cantrip sleight, each in its caul hand held a light, by which heroic Tam was able to note upon the haly table a murderer's banes, in gibbet airns, twa span lang wee unchristened bairns, a thief new cutted fair rape, wi' his last gasp his gub did gape, 5 tomahawks wi' blood red rusted, 5 scimitars wi' murder crusted, a garter which a babe had strangled, a knife a feather's throat had mangled, whom his ain son no life bereft, the grey hairs yet stuck to the heft, wi' mair a horrible anafa, which even to name would be unlawfu'. As Tammy glowered, amazed and curious, the mirth and fun grew fast and furious. The piper loud and louder blew, the dancers quick and quicker flew. They reeled, they set, they crossed, they cleeked, till ilka carl and swat and reeked, and kissed her duddies to the warken, linked at it in her sark. Now Tam, oh Tam, had they been queens, plump and strapping in their teens, their sarks instead of creasy flennin been snaw white 1700 linen. That breaks a mine, my only pair, that yints were plush of guid blue hair. Would he gien them off my hurdies for ye blink o' the bonny birdies. But whether beldams auld and droll, rig woody hags would speen a foal, louping and flinging on a crummock, I wonder didna turn thy stomach. But Tam kent what was what fu brawly. There was ye once a wench in Wally, that nicht enlisted in the corps, long after kenned on Carrick shore, for mony a beast to dead she shot, and perished mony a bonny boat, and shook baith meikle corn and beer, and kept the countryside in fear. Her cutty sark o' paisley harnet, while alas as she had worn, in longitude though sorely scanty, it was her best, and she was vaunty. Little kenned I, Reverend Granny, that sark she coughed for her wee nanny wi' 2 pund Scots. 'Twas a' her riches would ever graced a dance o' witches. But here my muse her wing maun cure, sick flights are far beyond her power, to sing how Nanny lap and flang, a supple jade she was unstrang, and how Tam stood like yin bewitched and thocht his very een enriched. Even Satan glowered and fidged fu fain, and hotched and blew wi' micht and main, till first ye came her sin another. Tam tint his reason a' together, and roars out, "Well done, cutty sark!" And in an instant all was dark, and scarcely had he Maggie rallied when out to hell his legion sallied, as bees bizz out wi' angry fight, when plundering herds assail their bike, as open pussies mortal foes, when pop she snaps before their nose, as eager runs the market crowd, when "Catch the thief!" resounds aloud. So Maggie runs, the witches follow, with mony an eldritch screeching hollow. Tam, thou'll get thy faring in hell, they'll roast thee like a herring. In vain thy Kate awaits thy coming, Kate's sin will be a woeful woman. Now do thy speed the utmost, Meg, and reach the keystone o' the brig. There at them thou thy tail may toss, a run and stream they darena cross. But ere the keystone she could make, the fiend the tail she had to shake, for Nanny, far before the rest, hard upon noble Maggie pressed, and flew at Tam with furious ettle. But little wist she Maggie's mettle, ye spring, brocht off her master hail, but left behind her ain grey tail. The carlin clocht her by the rump, and left puir Maggie scarce a stump. Now, while this tale of truth shall read, Ilk man and mither's son take heed, whene'er to drink ye are inclined, or cutty sarks run in your mind. Think ye may buy the joys ever dear. Remember Tam O Shanter's mere.